Here you are. Welcome to the presentation of the Bachelor Program in Gastronomic Science. Today, we're going to discuss more about the program, the opportunities that it provides, and actually what you can learn in these 3-year programs in gastronomic science. So this is an undergraduate degree and offer you a first approach to the fantastic world of food and food culture. The University of Gastronomic Sciences was the first university in Italy and in most of the world offering a bachelor program in gastronomic science. What is gastronomic science, first of all? When we talk about gastronomic science, we are referring to all the knowledge concerning the production, distribution, and consumption of food, and of course, also beverage. This program was initially launched in 2004, and a new program was launched just 3 years ago, and it was a revision of the first program, and expansion and a better version. So, this is our program, the program in gastronomic science and culture. It's a 3-year degree and has a gap number of 104 students max. What are the objectives? Well, as you can imagine, the main objective of our course is to provide you the opportunity to approach the world of food production, and all the knowledge needed, not just to learn how to cook, indeed, but rather to understand better food as a piece of culture, and offering you a cultural and sensorial education concerning food and beverage, to learn more about producers, production, consumption, and why food is so important in the global north as well as in the global south. So we approach this teaching not just lecturing, but with a full engagement also with your senses, through classroom, through workshop, through, first of all, meeting with the producers and consumer in class and around the world during our study trips. What we want to provide you is a full and blooming experience that make you a gastronome. Who is the gastronome? The gastronome is the person, the professional that is able to influence the global food system, not just as a campaigner, but also as a professional employed in the food sector. We want to provide you with all the tools needed to work towards sustainability and food sovereignty, so that actually that you can work and contribute to create a more sustainable future and promote quality food and its value. This is actually the core and the core teaching and core lesson of our program. So let's look more into the detail. As I told you, it's a 3-year degree. So if you are accepted in our university, you're going to stay in Pollenzo, in Bra, in Italy for 3 years. During these 3 years, you're going to be engaged in 17 courses, or if you want module, and plus other 3 elective courses. Overall, there are 180 formative credits we provide, university formative credits we provide. Sorry, could you please switch off the mic? Matthew, again. Thank you. So, language. Language, we are bilingual. We speak English and we speak Italian. During your first year, you're engaged in classes that are all in English. Starting from the second year, you're going to start classes that are taught in Italian and in English. Of course, we are going to provide you with the possibility of attending language class to get substantial Italian, and you are going to be in Italy, by the way, so you're going to be facing a full opportunity of engaging with the country and learning by doing this other language. Don't be afraid. We had experience with students from all around the world, over 160 countries. People came in Pollenzo and were able to learn a bit of Italian, or I have to say, every year I'm surprised by my students that are becoming fluent in Italian, and sometimes they looks like native speakers. The classes are going to start on the 21st of September this year, and I'll continue throughout the year. You're going to have classes from September, late September, till June. So let's look at the main, or better, the courses that you're gonna attend during the first year. As you can see, this is not a degree just in hard science, and is not a degree or a program just in humanities. We want to provide you with all the knowledge concerning hard science, humanistic, and social sciences. Because to be a gastronome, you need all the knowledge coming from the different sectors, because you have to understand, in one hand, why protein, for example, are so important for the human body. But on the other hand, you have to understand why food is a ritual tool for many cultures in the world, what is a food taboo, or what is the history of food, why you have that kind of food on your table. So you're going to start with classes of ecology, chemistry, politics, as well as anthropology and history. Starting from the first year, as I told you, you're gonna attend classes that are, of course, of language, to improve your language skill in Italian, if you are not Italian mother speaker, or in English, if you are Italian mother speaker. During the second year, we go forward in our education, and we actually look at what? Agriculture, sociology, history, and the making. So the making of food through design and through technology. Finally, we enter in the third year, when we gonna deep into health, economy, philosophy, to complete your education. And above all, we are very proud to have also the opportunity, we provide you the opportunity to conduct independent research in the field of food studies during the third year, because we really believe that to complete a thesis during the last year is a good way for you to engage fully with your knowledge, the knowledge you acquired during the 3 years, and above all, to start understanding what to be a professional means. When we speak about elective courses, we are talking about not compulsory module as the other that you have seen before, but module that you can choose every year. And the module encompasses very different themes. Here you have a selection of the module we had this year concerning, for example, food activism, agrobiodiversity, storytelling, and all these kind of knowledge and skills that are good to become around a full-fledged gastronome. So there are 3 sessional exams. So every year you have the opportunity to, at the end of the module at the end of that term to have your exams. You haven't to wait until the end of the year as it happens in other university, but just at the end of the term, you can engage with the subject and do the exam. We have 5 sessions, 2 in January, so just after Michaelmas, the first term, and 2 sessions in June, early July. So after the second term, we have just 2 semesters. Okay, we run on a 2 semester system, not a 3 terms, as for example in US and other university. So finally, you can complete your exam in September after summer. You had 2 months of rest and preparation, and then you come back in September and you can attend the exams. So I didn't say one thing before. In all the slides concerning the 3 years of the program, you have seen study trips. This is one of our points of strength. What is a study trip? Of course, visit is the occasion, the opportunity for you to visit a terroir, a place where food culture is particularly strong and interesting to understand better what is food in the world. During the 3 years, you're gonna start this travel that take you in Italy, in Europe, and the world, of course. This is a beautiful opportunity, and it's quite unique in our university. Other universities can provide you with food studies courses or programs, but they generally take you just in the classroom. We want to take you in the world of food. So we're going to take you in a different terroir. We're going to take you where? In the workshop, in the firms, in the markets, so that actually you can expand your knowledge, of course, with touching directly the reality of food. I can say we provide you an original education model, something quite unique, innovative in contents, in methods, and in particular in this combination of knowledge coming from different sectors and the combination between traditional lectures and interactive courses. We, of course, offer you advanced teaching tools online, in-site, linked with different and innovative methodologies of teaching that are starting from more traditional lecturing to group work, to presentation, to debate, games, and a full-fledged educational model. You're gonna have, again, the opportunity of meeting producer and expert during all the year in your classroom, and above all, during our seminar conference that every week we run, or we ran in the past, and offered the opportunity of meeting experts from all around the world and the producer from all around the world inside in Pollenzo. These are just images to make you understand the environment, the vibe of our community. We are very proud of calling ourselves a community. This is not just a matter of words. We really believe that we, students, professors, and members of the staffs work together and make Pollenzo a great environment and great opportunity to what? To improve the knowledge, the collective knowledge about food, and create a new generation of people that can really make the change in the food system, in the global food system. Well, now I have to say we are proud of what the job we do, and we are very proud of our students. We are proud because over 60% of our students after the 3rd year get a job. It's really high standard compared with the Italian national level that it says that it's just 1/3. We, it's 2/3. Find a job in the sector, and we see in what are the profiles of our students in the job market. Of course, being successful in finding a job, our stats concerning who is continuing studies is a little bit lower than the rest of the country. Why? Because actually you already have an opportunity to be a professional, and our students at the end of the 3rd year if they want to continue, most of the time they continue also abroad. They are accepted by prestigious international institutions to continue their study in the field of food and food studies. So it's quite rare in the case of Italy, but I can tell you, if you come to Palenzo can be a first step toward an international career in the food system, in the food studies. As I told you, our students are successful. Most of them work in the food sector, but with very different jobs. Large part of them are working in management and management of companies, food companies, restaurants, hotels. They are they are managers, but they are also experts in sales and purchasing, communication, and this is actually the core business also of communication and R&D. So you can see, we at the end of the 3 years, if you want to join us, you're going to have quite an opportunity of being a protagonist in the food sector, actually exploring the sector, or better, that part of the food sector that you like most. If you want to become a journalist, there are opportunities. If you want to look into the products and how to develop new products, there are opportunities. If you want to be a protagonist of the new design of restaurants or hotels, look, there is space for you. So think about that. So let's look at the profiles of our students when they enter into the job market. One fundamental area of work is to be expert in high quality products. So our students are brand ambassadors, food journalists, social media experts, event organizers. I'll give you a couple of examples. Antonella Piscitello, for example, is the social media manager of Ales & Co. That is emerging craft beer distributors around the world. And Margherita Bacci instead is working as a marketing analyst and marketing and management in Vellier. Vellier is one of the key wine and spirit distributor in Italy and Southern Europe. So these girls, we are very proud of them. After 3 years, they got an internship in these firms, and they were able to, well, excel and be actually one member of the team and start their career. Besides to be expert of high quality products, our students are working in improving the agri-food system and its governance. Is the role of being a consultant for public and private institutions, in particular looking at how to develop better policy and better practice to make the food system the best. So we are not surprised to see, for example, people like Valentina Gritti working with NGOs as an organizer of events, creating communities, creating communities around the world, thanks to Slow Food Youth Network. She's based in Netherlands, but she is organizing events across the world. Tessa, instead, she's working for an association of farmers and sellers of organic products. So again, as you can see, you can a member of an organization that is supporting the food system. So we said expert of high quality products, expert of policy, and a consultant for institution. This is not just what they do, our students do. Actually, they do also another important role in the market, that is actually being an expert in business sale food. They are food buyers, they are working in trading commercial agents, they are import and export manager. You see the slide, junior, yes, of course, because after a 3 years program, a bachelor, you're gonna start your career as a junior, but trust me, in a few years, you're gonna be a senior and very respected professional. This is the case, for example, of Andrea San Giovanni and Nicola Villa. Different stories, but both of them get out from our university just a few years ago and were able to become members of good companies, emerging company, linked with the B2B sector like Noberasco, or in the supply chain like Deliveristo. So this is some of the perspective you have when you finish the program, but it's not finished. Of course, there is the hospitality, restaurant and catering sector. Many of our students go there. Why? Because of love of food, the idea of actually transform the restaurant sector and the hospitality sector. Their manager, their stock manager, they transform all the system of hospitality. I'm their chef and maître. Two important examples of this kind of career are provided by Giulio Camillo Quintero Merjan and Chiara Pisano. Juan, he was a student of mine a few years ago. He was coming from South America. He fell in love with Italy and decided to continue his experience as a chef. He became an executive chef in one really interesting relay in Chianti area in Tuscany, Borgo San Felice. So he is one of the emerging chefs and got many prizes for his work. While Chiara Pisano is working in Pedevilla and is working more in food chain, how to transform a food chain in a business to be more efficient and more innovative. This is a fundamental role in the consultancy job. Finally, of course, as we said, you definitely can continue with your education in our institution with our master program, 2 years, 1 year program, but also in other institution. And as I told you before, many of our students continue this experience in a foreign institution. This is the case of Matteo Rognoni, who continued in Netherlands, in Wageningen. While Francesca Monticone continued his education a few years ago in England, and after graduated, she got a position, a postdoc researcher at the University of Bologna. So it's not just about possibility of finding a job as a professional, but also if you want, if you really you feel that actually education is your field, you can continue. We provide you with the knowledge to stand out to the crowd. So I leave the floor to Ms. Fogliotti for further information concerning the admission process.
Thank you very much. Hi everybody, my name is Elena Fogliotti. I am in charge of the Registrar's Office. So you can refer to me or my colleague Charles Wolinski for international candidatures. Admission process for the undergraduate program began on February and will end in August 27. So you have time until August 27 to complete your online enrollment. I would like to specify that for international candidates, we offer online admission application and admission process. The admission test for all the candidates consists of the dossier online, which is composed by some documents well specified in our modalities of admission, an English written and oral test, and a final interview. We have a principal requisite to assess the admission test, which is the possession of a secondary high school diploma or equivalent. I can understand I am speaking very quickly, so after this short presentation, I will be pleased to respond to any question or other information. Concerning the scholarship, it is important to underline that we give the possibility to apply for total or partial exemption from the payment of university fees for all our international students. I invite you to consult our website in the section dedicated to the scholarship application process. I would like to underline that income and merit requirements are necessary for requesting a university fee exemption, and they are all specified in the relevant scholarship announcement I talked about, I above mentioned. And we publish them on our university website. So in the pages dedicated to the undergraduate program, you can find all the public announcements for the request of a scholarship, partial or total. The university makes a certain number of places available in UNISG student housing annually, as determined by the University Executive Committee, exclusively for students who are already beneficiaries of total university fee exemption and are regularly enrolled in the first year of the program, and who meet the minimum economic requirements as defined in the relevant scholarship announcement mentioned before. Italian students, okay, this is not for international candidates, so sorry. That's all regarding admission process and scholarship opportunities. I would like to spend a word about costs and services. University fee for 2020-21 academic year is 15,500 euros and include all educational activities, including lectures, tasting, seminars, textbook, and books and out. The thematic and territorial trips provided by the study plan, participation in all events promoted by the University of Gastronomic Sciences and Slow Food, like Slow Fish, Cheese, or Terra Madre and Salone del Gusto. Then we include insurance coverage for civil liability of students, health coverage, emergency insurance policy for students with non-EU citizenship, and 400 credits preloaded on the academic tables university dining hall meal card, access to the career services office placement specialized in food and wine. Then enrollment certificate, official transcript, receipt of payment, and all international legalization of diploma for non-Italian students, including mailing fees. This is what we include in our annual fee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elena. I open the floor to questions, if you have. If you have any question, feel free to do it. I mean, or asking for parole or write in the chat. Elena, and they are asking if we have actually an office for helping students to find a place.
An apartment, or sorry, after admission? Yes, we have. We can give some assistance Actually, students are requested to find by themselves a flat, an apartment, but we can give a good assistance thanks to we have a good contacts in Bra, owners, real estate agencies. So we can help you, and we will be pleased to do that, of course.
Any other question? Yes, Diego, please.
Salve. Yes. So I wanted to ask maybe Elena if she could maybe write her email address over there so I can reach her later on. About the scholarships and because. Thank you. Because last year I was actually given a scholarship and then it was taken from me from a very specific situation that we had in between that I would understand was actually a misunderstanding. So maybe I could address that situation later because this university is my dream under all concepts of anything.
I invite you to write me to segreteria@unisg.it.
Okay, so I have that one. Yeah.
In particular, my colleague called Manuela Barra.
Okay, yeah, I've actually chatted with her. Yeah.
Okay, yes, of course. She is the right person to give you all the information to complete the application process to obtain a scholarship.
Okay,
so
and
do not hesitate to write out.
Call?
Yeah.
Can I also call? Sorry to interrupt you. Can I also call?
And we will be happy to give you all the information regarding how to apply for a scholarship. Please mind that to start the application process for a scholarship, you must be an applicant, okay?
Yes.
So you apply to the course. I remember that the application process is free and non-binding, and then you can start your application process. First of all, I invite you to read very carefully all the pages on our website dedicated to the scholarship, okay? Because you will find a lot of information, of good information, and then you can write and ask what you need to do, what you need to know, or you didn't understand well, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome.
So we have 3 questions. I start from Lucelina. Every year, at the beginning of the year, you are going to be presented the different elective courses we are offering. So you're going to be invited to a conference where all the professors that are giving modules, elective module, present their module, and then you have some weeks to decide and to communicate to the student office what is your choice on the basis of taste, and then you have a choice. Just one model is going to be on your curriculum, but you can also attend as a auditor, as a visitor, the other elective module. So it's quite open, the possibility of improving and enlarging your knowledge about the start. So the only few elective courses, just to finish, have limited places. These are mostly concerning testing. The other are quite open to the participation of the students. Dax, you are asking for how to connect with former students. I would definitely suggest you to look at, first of all, at the page of our site, our page of university online, because you're going to see many activities are going on in terms of presentation and conference given by our students. The same you can find online on Facebook. So this is a first way to get approach to understand who are the students, our alumni, and then to have more contacts with them. Alex, Andrea, sorry. Yes, actually, you're gonna start at the beginning. We assess your level. If your level of English is C1 or more, you're not gonna be asked to attend, of course, a class. But if it's not that level, your first, sorry, you started with English. Sorry. I can say my answer. I give you the other answer. If English is provided generally for Italians or people that are Italian mother speaker, while all the other people are asked to attend, the foreigners are attend an Italian language skill program. So you're gonna be taught Italian rather than English during the next years. Walter, okay, Walter, you are asking about chemistry and biology. This is just one leg of our program, but there is also good to have a knowledge of history, of culture connected with food. So if you are really interested in chemistry and biology, yes, of course, it's good that you go deep into that subject. But during the 3 years, you're gonna be asked also to study other disciplines. Elena, Lauren is asking about Italian proficiency test. You can find in the chat if you can give more information about this part and the
Yeah. For native English speaker, we recommend to start studying Italian language because it will be very useful for you as once you arrive in Italy. But we don't require a very high level of Italian because, as Professor Fonte Francesco mentioned, you will have an Italian course in your study plan during the first year, and attendance will be compulsory, and also a good evaluation of this course during the first year. So we recommend to start studying, and we can accept A1, A2 level is okay. Most part of international students arrive with a low level of Italian. Some of them, if not a very high number, speak currently Italian, but it is not, they are exceptions. So don't mind if your Italian is not so good or it is poor. You can start studying it, and once you arrive here, you will have all the instruments, all the tools to improve it. Okay.
So going back to the other question, Dax, it depends on the years. I can tell you that the rate changes every year, but the competition is actually a competition. So don't think that everybody can apply and enter. So there is quite a open competition, and we have to say that about 40% of our students every year are not Italian. So it is an international competition. Lily, you are talking about Erasmus. Actually, at the moment we don't offer student mobility project, but rather we have many opportunity of engaging people from different institutions during events and during study trip. So you are not gonna miss the international aspect of the university. As I said to Rome, yes, the Italian classes start from the first year and take you until the end of your curriculum. And Valeria, you can check online on the site for what concern scholarship in general for Italians and foreigners. Any other question, guys? Okay. If no more question there, thank you all. Please write to secretariat@unisg.it for any kind of more information. You can also contact me to my email, and it's m.fontefrancesco@unisg.it. You're gonna find my profile on the site of the uni. So please, if you have any kind of further question, just write us. Okay? Thank you again, and see you soon. Okay. Thank you, Elena.
Grazie a tutti. Thank you very much for your
Good night.
participation.
Thank you. Bye.